Hey, what's up guys? So you might be able to hear from my voice that I am sick. It's actually Saturday today. I usually upload these videos on Sunday, so I've been sick the entire week. I'm still sick, but I need to go do my runs. And so here's the thing, look, I was sick starting maybe like Tuesday. I gave myself 3 days to rest. So it should be good. It's really cold outside. It's not that bad. You know, as long as I just don't pay attention to the cold, it won't matter. So I was having a really good conversation with my buddy Patrick. He's from Lille, originally from Portugal. Anyway, we were talking about life, and what he said to me, you know, like you re-hear things over and over again, and you hear them in different fashions, and then they stick better. So we were talking about life. We were talking about just like the things that you like go through the motions sometimes, and what he said in accordance to how others treat you and how you treat others, because I always use the phrase hurt people, you know. So like if you feel upset about yourself, you're gonna push that upset onto someone else. The way he said it was, the way you talk to others is usually the way you talk to yourself. I really like that. I really like that phrase. So yeah, man, that's the whole theme of this week. Let me just give you a quick little story, and then I'll tell you about the regimen on where we're gonna run and how that's gonna happen. So I met maybe like 5 other assistants yesterday, people from different parts of states, South Africa, and different parts of Europe. And I was just unabashedly my goofy ass self, right? And that comes off in 2 ways, right? One, the person usually immediately is like, this guy's a goof, I kind of like him. Or they'll be like, this guy is like weird, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter, right? So I was talking to this group of like 5 girls, right? Like me being the only guy. And like I was just unabashing myself. I only knew my roommate, and the other 3 I was just meeting. And what I noticed is, like I would joke with them the same way I would joke with anyone else. I took them very lightheartedly. Nothing I was saying was very serious. I was like just throwing my humor out there. And what I noticed is one girl hated it, just hated it. And one girl wasn't really talking, and the third girl was like really engaged in the conversation with me, including my roommate, right? So the third girl and my roommate were engaged in the conversation. Now fast forward, they went to like some appointment. I separated. I went to go find my buddy Patrick, and I'm standing outside the train station, and I am standing in the fucking cold. I mean, like, I am standing cold, standing in front of the train station waiting for his ass, because he was like, oh dude, I'll be there in like 10 minutes, 20 minutes later. Thank you, Patrick. But you know, like, I don't know why, but I felt this urge to just keep standing in the same spot. I was like, you know what? If I'm cold right now, the world is trying to show me something. I'm supposed to be cold right now. The way I'm feeling right now is the way I'm supposed to be feeling right now. It's all supposed to mean something. So, mind you, Lille is a big city. I don't know how many people, I'm assuming at least 1 million people live in Lille. And this girl, mind you, I left these people like a mile or 2 away. This girl taps me on the shoulder. It's the girl that I was like, oh, like she like kind of like was like not very talky, but not like didn't hate me, right? Apparently, she was like really into the conversation. She's just a little shy person, right? And so I introduced her to Patrick. We had a good talk, and that's when Patrick told me that phrase, the way people talk to others is usually the way they talk to themselves. Here's what I took away from that. See, the way because I'm a big believer, you see what you see in the world, what you want to see in the world, right? If you want to see this person as a mean person, you will see that person as a mean person. What I realized was the second girl, she had mentioned that, yeah, the first girl was kind of grouchy. She was not just mean to you, Joe, she was mean to everyone. And it was like an interesting thought, because like you never put your mind into how other people are thinking, you know? I've been doing it a lot recently, but it's very cool to notice. You know, nothing's ever personal. If someone says something mean to you, it's probably about them. Maybe they scuffed their J's, you know, maybe they didn't eat their breakfast, whatever, right? It doesn't matter. Now fast forward tonight, right? And we're with 4 other assistants. It's just me, Patrick, and like a couple other assistants now. And what we realized is these assistants that came out with us, they like really fuck with us. They're joking about it just as much as we're joking about it, because you never notice how you come off, right? Maybe you feel like you came off a little too strong. Maybe you were trying to be their friend too hard, but that's just my personality. I just think like I like joking around. Like if I can make you laugh, I think it's a good day, even if I don't fucking know you, right? So it turns out these two people, you know, they just take time to open up, and they were like cracking jokes with me now. They're making just as shitty jokes as I am, and we're having a good time. And whenever I think back to all the first times I've met people, I always think like, ah shit dude, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I came off too strong. Maybe that joke was a little too edgy, you know? And what I realized is those moments where I think like, oh, that's too weird, like why did I do that? That's me, dude. That's my personality. Why would I act like I'm not that person? I love making funny jokes. I love making people laugh. If I say something offhanded and kind of like out of the blue, but like someone laughs about it, like I think it was a worthwhile thing to say, and at least like we're sharing in positive energy. Anyway, that was the moral of this week. I'm gonna give this week's shout out after the run. So, talking about the run today. Since I haven't ran the entire week, and I was sick the entire week, and it's cold outside, fun fact, as I was coming back from the bus, it started raining outside. So lucky me, don't worry, I'm wearing all thermals and thermal bottoms, sweats, a long t-shirt, a hoodie, a beanie, I'll be fine. Even though I'm sick, who cares, bro? Mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter, right? So, I'm a crazy man. I'm giving myself 3 options. I can rather do 3 2-mile runs, so a 2-mile run, a 1-hour wait, a 2-mile run, a 1-hour wait, a 2-mile run. 6 miles, right? Or I can do 2 runs, 3 miles each, right? So whatever, take an hour, 2 hours, whatever between the break, and then run 3 miles and then 3 miles. Or what most likely will happen right now is run 6 miles straight and then come back. Now mind you, I can't remember the last time I've ever ran 6 miles in a day. So, you know, I think this is just gonna be one of those experiences. But what I'm very confident in is last week when I ran this 4 miles, I just came out from a leg day. I was bringing my backpack. I was having cramps, and it was also cold and raining. But this week, I'm sick, and it's cold and raining. So that's only 2 out of the 4. So I should be 50% faster and 50% stronger, which means I could theoretically run 6 miles. I'm really not looking forward to doing this run, so I can't wait to do it. I'm gonna go enjoy my stupid ass run in the rain, in the cold, cause god damn it, I earned it. So I'm gonna go have fun. I will show you the results after. Quick thing I forgot to mention, I go back to the States on Monday morning, so my next video will be back in the States and my run will be a little different. Alright, there's the workout total. 5.94 miles and an hour and 17 minutes, 16 seconds. Alright, what's up guys? So I didn't realize how soaking wet I really am, but like, so there was rain the entire way everywhere I went. Holy crap, this is like an entirely different shade of blue. I'm just noticing this. Okay, so I ran 6 miles. I'm really proud of it. So fun fact, I didn't know, okay, so remember my 2 initial conditions? It's cold outside and I'm sick. See, here's the thing, okay, so I did get the first part. It's cold outside and raining and I'm sick, but I didn't get the third part, which was it's below freezing, which means, I mean not like super below freezing, but there's like a lot of water that's on the floor. That's 1, just slippery, and 2, it's turned into ice, so it's like sleet. And so like, there was like maybe like 15 to 10 or 15 minutes, like every time I'd like come across a huge long time spot of like sleet, I would just have to like tip tap my way across, because like if I ran I would definitely just fall and hurt myself. So yeah, that was a really great workout. Who I want to dedicate this video to is my psychology professor, Dean. And that's because I almost forgot, because I leave for America on Monday, I almost forgot to get him a rock from the North Sea. So I grabbed him one. So I had to run out of my way at the very end, because I had like 5.3 miles. And then I ran all the way to the beach. And then it was like It was whatever 5.94, and then I don't know, because I had to like turn on my flashlight because it's raining and it's dark, and I'm like trying to find a stone, and I'm afraid of like shellfish. So every time I grab a shellfish, I'm like a squeamish little bitch, and I'm like, ah, god dang it, it's shellfish, because I don't like touching seafood things. Anyways, and so here I am just like heeled over with my flashlight on looking for this rock, and I found one after like a couple minutes, because like it was like all the sand was like watered on, so like it was all muddy. And so anyways, I thought that was funny. The last note, two things, while I was running, I thought it would be a really good idea to do a physique update, like just like record how my physique looks every week until I'm finished with this, because the main goal is to not lose too much weight, because I love bodybuilding, I love like working out, I love being like muscular. So the whole goal is like, while I'm running all this time, I'm still not trying to lose a lot of weight. I've just been trying to eat more to like compensate for that. So I'm gonna like record the progress of my physique, because if I end up losing a little bit of my physique or maybe even a lot of bit of my physique to do this marathon, I think that's gonna be worth it for me. Just where I'm at. Yeah, so the last thing I want to leave you off with is I was listening to the audiobook the entire time, except for like 10 minutes. I ended up putting on Headspace, which is the meditation app, but the rest of the time I was listening to The Untethered Soul. It's a really cool spirituality book. I was putting it off for a long time just because I was like, is it really like, what is the Untethered Soul, blah blah blah. I'm happy I finally picked it up. It's definitely a good book. The quote I want to share, the goal of life is not to have everything okay, but to be okay with everything. I think that was a really powerful quote. So that's some tight stuff. Alright, I'm gonna take off my shirt, show you the physique, and I will send you off. I will see you next week. Alright, so I'm gonna do it right here. This is unflexed, completely unflexed. And then this is flexed. Okay, awesome. I will see you guys next week.